Arjuna Vishada Yoga shows Arjuna's internal conflict between his worldly emotions and his higher spiritual duty. It teaches that in moment of despair, one must seek divine wisdom to rise above personal attachments and align with soul's true purpose. I do practice it while speaking to Swami in tough times, which calms my mind and helps me to take correct decisions.
सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि. This shloka teaches the importance of remaining equanimous in the times of happiness and sorrow, gain and loss, success and failure. For example, after winning a chess game, I was very happy, but when I lost in the next round, I struggled to accept my defeat. Contemplating this shloka helped me cultivate equanimity in both defeat and victory and embrace acceptance.
In Karma Yoga, Sri Krishna teaches us to detach from fruits of action and offer all the actions to the God. Starting the day with this prayer help us stay conscious, performing only selfless and pure actions. In the same way, I serve food, I do it for God and not for any accomplishment. Just as we offer the best to the God, let us make every action a worthy offering to the God and make our lives a sacred prayer.
In Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Krishna teaches us the importance of detaching from the actions that we perform with the right understanding as to why we are doing it. The understanding that we are not the doers and that God is the ultimate force behind it all. When we undertake seva activities, we must know that it is all impossible without God's grace and we are just channels through which everything happens. This understanding will give us ultimate peace.
In Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Krishna teaches that true renunciation is not about avoiding action, but performing duties without attachment to the results. As a student, this means giving my best in every task, whether it is studying or assignments, without expecting the outcomes. This approach brings inner peace and helps me grow regardless of the final grade.
Jnana Yoga teaches the importance of meditation to attain inner peace and self-realization. To practice it, one must sit comfortably with closed eyes and mind focused on single point or while deeply breathing. Over time, this practice can extend into everyday activities, enabling a state of talking, walking, meditation, where mindfulness and calmness are maintained in all actions. I meditate daily for at least 20 minutes, which improves my concentration and keeps me present in all the situations. Even in a busy Jnana Vijnana Yoga, in this chapter, Krishna discusses the consistency of individual in spiritual path. Among thousands of men, one strive for perfection, and among those who strive, hardly one knows me into. It clearly confirms the rarity and difficulty of our path. Even if the path is steeper, harsher and harder, I put forth my efforts to be the part of that destination. Tattvam Asi. In the Akshara Brahma Yoga, I have learned to contemplate on the Supreme at all times, because Krishna tells us that at the last moment of life, one should have only God in mind and nothing else. God has given me right kind of birth and right path to follow. It's up to me to allow this gifted birth to end in a right way. By remembering the true nature of self, I am trying to be righteous and pure at all times.
The essence of Rajavidya Rajagusya Yoga reveals the supreme knowledge and greatest secret. The secret is all are divine, but it is open secret because until we realize it is great secret itself. It elucidates devotion and faith are the two pathways to see divine presence in all aspects of life. And Lord gives assurance that those who remember God at all times, they will be protected. As a student, by respecting everyone, I see God in all.
In Vibhuti Yoga, Lord Krishna emphasizes that doing everything to the best of our ability is good, and that goodness reflects God. He urges us to strive for perfection. As a student, I should give my best in all my actions. For example, if I score 80 out of 100, I should strive for 100% next time. With patience and faith in God, we should do our best and leave the rest to Him. Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga emphasizes the ability to see divinity in everything and everyone. The person with this vision will have no hatred or enmity towards others. There is no Dvaita. The true wisdom is to see Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. We must cultivate the ability to recognize divinity in all creation. I try to see God in all situations and be equanimous in my life.
Sri Krishna teaches us that Bhakti Yoga is a path of selfless devotion, transforming everyday actions into the act of worshipping and purifying the heart. As a student, I dedicate my studies with a higher purpose, doing with a love and humility to transform the act of devotion and helping me to grow spiritually.
In this way comes Kshetra, while Kshetra is the true self. Thoughts shape actions, actions create habits, and habits influence outcomes. By practicing straightforwardness, I work on aligning my thoughts, words, and actions with sincerity and integrity. Consistent efforts cultivate inner harmony, ensuring my actions reflect my true intentions, leading to positive results. In the 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, I learned how the gunas bind us to this world again and again. To overcome them, I started turning my laziness, tamas, into the purposeful action, that is, rajas, through constructive work, and by offering it to the divine, I strive to cultivate sattva into my life by bringing peace, clarity, and the deeper connection to the eternal.
In Purushottam Yoga, Lord Krishna says that this world is an but only the Brahman is there. It is like a screen on which pictures appears and disappears, but the screen remains unchanged. Similarly, this world is a superimposition on the Brahman. I try to practice discrimination between what is real and what is unreal, as it helps me to be on the right path.
Krishna mentioned in his chapter, humans who both divine and demonic qualities. To overcome a bad quality, Swami suggested listing and identifying them in oneself. I chose a quality, apashanam, which means not finding fault in others or anything else. Whenever I find a fault in others, I remember the saying, if you point a finger at someone, 3 fingers point back at you. This way I am trying to embrace the good quality.
This chapter explains the innate faith in every human life, which is of 3 kinds. Sattvic faith in goodness and scripture, Rajasic faith in passion, and Tamasic faith in achieving the temporary results. With unwavering faith in Guru's words, I diligently practice them at all the time to achieve that ultimate goal, that is, Atmano Mokshartham Jagat Hitaya.
In the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna emphasizes the importance of surrender to God for liberation. He concludes by urging Arjuna to fulfill his duties as a warrior with devotion and detachment. In my life, I am practicing meditating on the thought Aham Brahma Sarvam Brahma in all the time and strive to perform selfless actions with detachment.